What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? For decades, Eric Uller sexually assaulted over 200 at-risk boys. Those boys and no other boys have to worry about Eric Uller again because Eric killed himself in 2018. Yeah, man. I love it when the trash takes itself out. Yeah, so Eric worked for the Santa Monica Police Activities League, and he used it as a cover to prey on young boys, mostly ages 12 through 16. But they have him accused of raping boys as young as 8 years old. The reason we're talking about a case from 2018 is because the city of Santa Monica just added more millions, bringing their total to over $229 million in restitution for victims of this uncivilized mutt. Oftentimes, we're quick to just go in on the perpetrator, the predator. But what about those who enable the predator? Police say that for years, this guy was identified as a sexual predator, but other police officers swept it under the rug. People in the community, politicians swept it under the rug. Now, how and why did they do that? Fam, you already know what it is. You already know what it is. Protection is skin deep. This dude raped, molested, destroyed children's lives who came to him for assistance, whose parents entrusted him to mentor them, to look out for them. And he basically used that Santa Monica Police Activities League as his own sexual playground. The people who ignored the pleas of those boys and the evidence that was presented to them, all of them should be jailed. But it's not going to happen, fam. I suspect that if people allowed it to happen, they must have been in on it. That's right, I said it. Because only an uncivilized mutt would allow something like that to happen. They had to be in on it. You can't convince me otherwise. Fam, let me share something with you. You can't just worry about the boogeyman, the dude that looked dangerous. Really, the ones who look like they're upstanding citizens, the ones who have the nice, cushy jobs, the ones who are working with the kids oftentimes, are the predators. And it's easy for them to prey on the kids because they work in positions where they're supposed to be helping the children. They're mentors, they're teachers, they're counselors, they're coaches. These are people that we typically trust or we want to trust around kids. These are people who work with kids. So a lot of times what we don't understand is they go after those type of positions so that they can get closer to the kids. It's easier to stop their prey. Think about what I'm saying, fam. If you're, I don't know, if you're a thief, if you work at a grocery store or a bank, it would be a whole lot easier for you to steal if you want to take something out of there. You go around, you steal groceries, it's easy to go work at a grocery store. You steal electronics, work at an electronics store. You want to steal money? You want to hit up some cash registers and some safes? Go work at a bank. So that's why a lot of times those places, a lot of times the losses that they take, they're inside jobs. I can guarantee you, Walmart, they put out a story recently where Walmart is closing their stores. They closed 4 stores in Chicago area. I bet you $1 to a donut, most of that theft is inside. It's internal. I bet you $1 to a donut, most of the theft that was going on was by the employees themselves. Yeah, fam. Because it ain't, stealing out of Walmart is not the easiest thing to do. I mean, they got people standing right there when you're walking out. They got cameras on every aisle, every few steps. Boom, 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 boom. And they got a huge crime prevention, a theft prevention department. Got the police waiting and everything. A lot of the theft is happening from the inside. You cannot automatically think that because your child is, and I want to speak specifically to the parents who got boys, just because your child is being around boys, other boys, and men, a man is mentoring, you can't automatically think that man won't take advantage of your boy. It's a whole lot of these dudes out here who planes land crooked now, So, man, they out here doing all kinds of things. Used to be a time when you can just say, okay, the boys sleep in with the boys, the girls sleep in the room with the girls. You got to know these people are not fair. All that sleepover stuff, nah, man, they can have that. A lot of times, your boys, they going to do a sleepover, and it might be a boy in there a few years older. Next thing you know, your kid coming home and he got behavior problems. It might be the dad, stepdad, or somebody, or uncle who's in the house, try to slide in on him. See, a lot of times, we thinking like we overprotective of our girls, and we want to know, well, who's in the house, who gonna be there. Nah, man, you gotta watch these boys too. If you got boys, you better be very careful, because these boys are getting preyed on. And the only reason why many of us are not focused on the boys is that sexual abuse against boys are grossly underreported. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?